Hi people, welcome to season 2 of Lost and Found. I hope you're vibing well with our stories in this season, this new season. And my name is Atul. We have Venkat behind the camera. It's very important to say this, especially Venkat's name because he's somebody who's not seen in front of the camera very often. And okay, so today's story is the story of a man who's a lot of different personalities packed into one. This guy is an artist, he's a DJ, he's a poet, he is an actor, he's a biker, and he lives all these lives with a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm. A total urban hippie, almost 70 years old, and the man who started India's first pan-India motorcycle club, Royal Enfield club, and I'm lucky enough to be a part of it. I've ridden with him, a real cool dude. So today we're gonna hit the highway with him, have a cup of chai with him, have a conversation with him, and that's it. Let's go with the flow. So this is Jack. Jack, say hi to our people.
Hi Jack. Hi Atul. Hi people. Hi Hyderabad. Hi whoever's watching.
So we can see that we've got two bikes here, one new one and one old one.
Old one.
How old is the old one?
The old one is 2004.
2004.
Jan.
It is the Asli cast iron 350 Bullet.
Bullet. Bolt. Asli Bolt. Yeah. With many miles and other stories about her, which I guess we'll be going into as we go along.
Of course. And you call this Black Betty, right?
Yeah, Black Betty, and apna club wale log out of love for her, they call her Chachi.
Chachi, Buddhi.
Chachi, Buddhi, all those kind of names.
But you named her Black Betty.
Black Betty.
Right. Asli Bullet. Chalo, we'll hit the highway. So we're following Jack right now and he's taking us to like a dhaba on the highway. And I really wish that हम लोग भी बाइक पे होते लेकिन शूट करना है तो we can't help it. So Jack, this is a very short ride compared to the kind of rides that we are used to doing or you are used to doing. You've ridden much more than I have. But this is the motorcycle that started the club.
This is the motorcycle that started the club and started on this highway only.
It started on this very highway?
On this very highway. Medchal highway. It started on this Medchal highway. So, Bandur bolke tha, he came to join my earlier club, which I was in. So, uska interview liya. Tu Ladakh gaya, tu ye kara, wo kara. So he didn't qualify in any of those things. So there was this thing of rejection which I sensed. Why you are bringing all these?
People in motorcycle clubs were asking people to yahan gaya kya, wahan gaya kya, and then they were
like a qualification of like your experiences could matter, or generally I felt it like it's not fair to.
Because what about people who have not gone anywhere but want to go somewhere now?
Exactly. So then I decided like let's start a club for young guys only. So when we started the club, average age of everyone was fucking 21, youngest member was 18.
Yes.
So abhi sab log shaadi-shuda business wale hai, working in IT companies, senior posts.
When did you start the club? It's 2000
February. I'm little still confused. 26 Feb or 29 Feb 2011.
2011.
Yeah. So abhi 12 years ho gaya.
Been 12 years.
Yeah.
And this is the motorcycle that started it.
This is the motorcycle
Pan-India Royal Enfield Club. The only.
Not the only. Now, after us, many others.
But you are the first, right?
Yeah, we are the first.
Wolfpack is the first.
We are the first. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And why this Bullet? Like, why Bullet?
See, man, every time I say that when I wanted to join my first club, but just now while riding, I was thinking that's not true. When I was a kid in Calcutta, there was one Uncle Doyle bolke tha, Alan Doyle. He was a hardly 5 foot guy, and he had this maroon colored, probably some 1940s, 1950s ka
Purana bullet.
Purana bullet. So we used to stay in this mansion in Elliot Road. So this guy, he used to come from office. He was in some refrigeration business or something. So mansion means apartments, but not like today's square boxes. They used to have lovely red brick ones and that typical old days British ka scene.
Right.
So we used to stay downstairs, and Alan Doyle, Uncle Alan, we used to call him. He used to stay third floor, like equivalent of today's third floor. Staircase mein chadna, lift to nahi tha. And every night he would come from office in the evening and park his bike there in front of our house.
Okay.
सामने साइड और एक mansion था. This side was our mansion. In between, this red bullet would be parked. So I used to go sometimes, and when he was upstairs, ऐसा अंधेरे में थोड़ा जाके ऐसा, you know, kids how they are curious, what the fuck is this? तो किक विक तो नहीं होता था, लेकिन बैठ सकते थे उस पे. Center stand it had.
तो अंकल डॉयल गाड़ी पार्क करके घर को जाते थे, हम लोग
घर को ऊपर जाते थे, अपन सामने we used to go and hang out on it and look at it and get on it and all that bullshit.
And just for the proper feel of it, like there was nothing like अभी फोटो खींचेंगे इसके साथ, ये वो कुछ भी नहीं था.
वो जमाने में क्या था, अपना उम्र था 6-7 साल का, 8 साल का.
तो गाड़ी से लटक के बुलेट, मतलब
हाँ. So the main thing is, Alan, after he had his dinner, he used to take the bike and park it like some 500 yards in another garage little down the lane. So he used to take all the kids, man. 5-6 kids will be sitting on his bike, tank पे पीछे उधर, and he was also kidite only 5 feet, मगर
तो सबको लेके चलाते थे वो.
चलाता था, लेके जाके garage में, then we'll all come back walking together.
Oh wow.
Hardly not even half a kilometer, just a short distance. जैसे गेट से निकला, सीधा थोड़ा जाके left turn में one garage was there. He used to park there in the night, and we'll come back. So actually, to honestly speaking, this whole bullet trip, I would say psychologically it made impression of me at that young age. कि ये
उधर ही शुरू हो गया
कीड़ा, like कि water bike, like you know that sound.
This is something else बोल के.
Something else. Those days there were no other bikes. There was this and there was fuck. I don't think there were any other bikes only, boss. This was the only pretty bike as far my knowledge, what I recall.
So we took a little pit stop on the way to the dhaba, and Jack is taking us to this amazing dhaba where there's like crazy chai and aloo paratha. So we're gonna like totally belt it. But in this conversation, like he clearly mentioned, something that we choose to ignore in our so-called automatic lives is that there is no adventure without effort, struggle, and breakdowns and mishaps, and like struggle is part of the adventure, like it's part of the journey. And you know, the old bullet kind of gives you that. You know, it is not going to give you a very convenient, very smooth, perfect, so to say, ride, but it's going to give you a very, very memorable ride. And I think that's what old things are about, you know. It's about making things memorable, making journeys memorable, not convenient, memorable. That is the point. I mean, most people are struggling to find one passion apart from the work that they're doing. I mean, you've found so many and you've lived all of them and you're living all of them. Like,
yeah, so if I just go back to, say, college, say, come this way, if we work, forget about the job scene, just my personal trip, it would be acoustic guitar jamming, doing some, किसी के घर पे, टेरेस पे, ना कहीं लॉन पे या some garden में, मस्त हो जाके, all some 5-10 guys, 2-3 guitars. That was there. Then this DJ thing started in 88-89. 88-89 में DJ started. That too how I just happened to hear some cassettes of a FM station in Texas, which my brother-in-law brought back. So he brought this very FM tapes, which were very, I found it very interesting. That interactive talking, hey guys, hi, how's it going? And here's this so-and-so band and all this stuff. So I listened to these tapes and that kind of inspired me, thinking, why don't I become a DJ entertainer who interacts with people. So my style of DJ is that only. You have witnessed so many.
Yes, so many gigs. Yeah, I've been to a lot of gigs.
So I'm like my style used to be. Now I don't know how it is. The market may have changed a bit here and there, but when I do gigs in Hard Rock, Bangalore, and all, it's all like very interactive and talking to people, vibing with people.
And the genre is genre.
Genre,
rock and roll.
rock, old school.
You
rock.
were at some point like the #1 rock and roll DJ of India, right?
Yeah.
Officially.
2011. Officially like voted.
Officially voted the #1 rock and roll DJ of India.
Yeah, I was rated higher than Nikhil Chinnappa, so which is quite an achievement.
So, Abhi, I've been to your place a lot of times, but it's got a very Goan vibe, and it's right in the middle of the city, and like you get transported to a different place. Are we allowed to like show people your house?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
we'll also check out your painting.
Nothing to hide.
We'll also check out your painting.
Yeah.
Few artifacts that you have.
As you wish. It's your playground.
Chalte hain?
Jayenge, chalo.
Let's go home. So I'm going to talk like a typical vlogger for like 5 seconds because I know I myself can't take it more than that. So guys, जैसा कि आप लोग देख सकते हैं कि हम लोग कितना पसीना बहा रहे हैं अपने शूट के लिए. Fuck, I really cannot take it. That's also because car ka AC is not working. And so we had a conversation with Jack the poet, Jack the biker, Jack the DJ, and of course, I mean, there are so many stories to unravel. I mean, obviously, it's not going to happen in like one conversation or one video. I mean, you have to spend like days together with this guy to like totally understand his journey. But then we're trying our best to give you like a gist of everything. So right now we're going to his house to talk to Jack the artist, Jack the painter. And so guys, देखते रहिए हमारा चैनल और लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब जरूर कीजिए. बटन दबाइए जिधर भी रहता है, नीचे रहता है ना, ऊपर रहता है, किधर रहता है भाई? Okay guys. So, as in through the pen, on the canvas, like on the DJ console, like there's a lot of creative expression happening everywhere in whatever you're doing, like even your illustrations, your designs and everything, like whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So, is it just that you could align yourself with so many creative outlets, or is there a deeper meaning? Like, is your soul trying to like say something? Like, is it like just?
I don't think it's such a
deep thing.
Utna scene nahi hai boss. See, it's a question of like inherent stuff, which it's like, you know, like someone said. I mean, it's quite been around here and there, where they say, "Oh wow, what a great thing you got out of this rock," and the guy said, "No, this was always in the rock. I had to just
Bring it out,
stuff around it."
So these things have always been in you.
Yeah, because through my life, like my dad used to make us do art when we were kids, sketching, drawing, crayons ke saath. So that was born over there in that stage. Then my dad had some amazing drawings, and I tried to look for them. I couldn't find them. He's a photographic reproduction quality artist, like awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, but never pursued.
Has it ever happened that you like sat with a painting and finished it in one go?
Yeah, fastest 3 days.
In 3 days you finished it?
Yeah, the one which is with Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah, and my Ganpati took 21 days.
Okay.
The Ganpati. That Requiem to the Sun, 3 weeks. The Shakti started as a painting in that house, and it got totally messed up.
Okay.
So it was stuck. Then I sprayed it silver, and I was still not able to find an answer to it. Then I turned it upside down, and this came out, which is, I'm not disappointed. It's nice, it's unique. It's very me because all my paintings, which are like the hardcore originals, are all very like
Trippy.
Ah,
Trippy is the word.
yeah. Hmm.
So with this, let's get into the other part of our conversation, which is your house looks like a Lost and Found museum.
Okay.
If we ever build like a workspace for our channel, I think this is what we would want it to look like.
ऐसा यहाँ से उठा लेते कुछ देंगे
Yeah,
तेरे को.
like so. How did it happen to be like this? Jack?
Like I said earlier, no, it's all over the years. Things have just come collected. Like for example, here is the most important guy in my house, who I think is a very important person actually in royalty. This is a court jester.
A court jester.
Yeah, the court jester can say anything to anyone and nobody can harm him.
Right.
So he's the most powerful guy in the court, I feel, in my opinion.
और ये अपने कछुए, इनका क्या story है? Why so many कछुआs?
Kachuas I've collected over the years because I relate with kachua. I have like the kachua shell is my inner self, which I can go back into if at any time I feel like
Distancing
any
yourself
kind of
from
threat. I can distance myself from anybody. If I feel uncomfortable about a situation or a person or anything, I can always retreat into this
shell.
So
that is how you relate to
that's how I relate to kachua, and they are also supposed to be lucky. Wild boar jaw. Wild boar or some fucking thing. I don't know what is this. It's a fossil stone.
Oh.
This is a old Navy hourglass.
Australian Aborigine warriors.
Aborigine.
And something you want to say to our people watching Lost and Found?
First of all, I want to thank you, Atul, for making this happen, and Venkat for spending almost half a day away from his beautiful wife and kids.
The usual Monday.
Doing the usual Monday, unusual Monday with us.
Yes.
And for all the people who are watching, I hope you all have been inspired or whatever कि कभी तुम भी हमारे उम्र में पहुंचेगे तो ऐसा you'll have stories to tell to others, as well as I hope you find it amusing. Amusing.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye. See you. Take care. Big hug.
Let him say Lost and Found.
Lost. Lost. Found.
मैं जिंदगी का साथ निभाता चला गया, हर फिक्र को धुएं में उड़ाता चला गया, हर फिक्र को धुएं में उड़ा